Have you ever stopped to think about why some people seem immune to criticism, challenges, and even the chaos around them? As if they have an unshakable inner peace, no matter what happens? Now, imagine if you could live like that too. Sounds impossible? It's not. The key to this emotional tranquility lies in an unexpected place in the profound teachings of Buddhism. And the surprise is these teachings are not exclusive to monks or devout practitioners. They are for you who, amidst the turbulence of modern life, seeks to find balance and inner strength. Imagine a lifestyle where other people's negative words don't affect you, where you are able to maintain your peace no matter what happens around you. It's not a distant or unrealistic vision. True strength comes from within, and Buddhist principles are the map to develop that emotional fortitude. They could be the key to transforming your life in ways you never thought possible. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Get ready to discover 10 teachings that will help you build a lighter, more resilient life and, above all, immune to external attacks. Believe me, this transformation starts with small shifts in the way you see the world around you. Are you ready to discover how to apply these teachings and never be affected by anything again? Then, let's begin this journey together. Topic 1. Cultivate clear purposes. Having a clear purpose in life is the first step to building a solid foundation of inner peace. When you know where you want to go, even the biggest storms become easy to navigate. Imagine your life as a boat in the middle of a stormy sea, and your purpose is the rudder. Without it, you're adrift, carried by whatever current comes your way. But if you have a destination, no matter how rough the sea is, you know exactly where to row. This purpose must be something deeply personal, coming from the core of your soul. Something that doesn't depend on the opinions of others. You can start cultivating this purpose in simple moments. Dedicate some time each day to think about what really matters to you. It's no use having a purpose that only looks good on paper. It needs to be practical and applicable. For example, if your goal is to help others, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with a small gesture, like offering a smile or listening to someone who needs company. Life doesn't wait, and opportunities to practice what you believe come up all the time. This makes the journey smoother, lighter, and, over time, more rewarding. Topic 2. Become emotionally untouchable. When you begin to understand that nothing can hurt you without your consent, life becomes much lighter. Sounds hard, right? After all, we live in a world where people are always giving opinions about everything. But the secret lies in realizing that what others do or say says more about them than it does about you. If someone criticizes or tries to put you down, remember that if you don't accept it, it doesn't affect you. Like an invisible shield, your emotional response doesn't need to be impulsive. Practice the pause. Before reacting, take a deep breath and ask yourself, does this really matter? In daily life, this can be applied in very practical ways. For example, if someone criticizes you, instead of immediately reacting defensively, why not first observe your own feelings? Often, the anger or frustration we feel is an automatic reaction. When we stop and reflect, we see that many times what was said doesn't have the power we imagined. Instead of getting involved in the fight, just smile and move on. Over time, this practice transforms you into someone more serene, someone capable of living in peace even amidst the chaos. Topic 3. Use insults as opportunities. Every insult we receive can be seen as a chance to grow and evolve. Instead of reacting with anger, why not use this situation as a training ground for your patience? When someone offends you, rather than letting yourself be consumed by negative emotions, you can view this as an opportunity to practice compassion. Remember, those who insult are usually expressing their own frustrations or insecurities. You don't need to carry that weight. Instead of responding with more venom, why not ask yourself, what is this person trying to teach me? In everyday situations, this might be simpler than it seems. For instance, if a coworker makes an unfounded criticism, instead of feeling attacked, try to understand what lies behind that reaction. Maybe they're overwhelmed or insecure in their own role. Instead of arguing or defending yourself, show calm and empathy. Your serene response can not only neutralize the hostility, but also create an environment of mutual understanding. By turning insults into opportunities for growth, you not only strengthen yourself, but also inspire others to do the same. Topic 4. Disarm negative words. When someone speaks badly about you, the immediate impulse might be to defend yourself, react, or even shout louder. But in reality, true strength lies in not feeding the negativity. By staying calm and not reacting, you preserve your dignity, and more importantly, you don't give up control of your inner peace to others. Imagine that with every negative word you hear, there's a choice. React and allow it to affect you, or simply let it pass. By not getting involved, you show that you're beyond empty words. Your actions by themselves speak much louder than any malicious comment. In practice, this can be applied every day. For example, if someone makes a nasty comment about you on social media, avoid engaging in arguments or trying to prove something. By not reacting, you not only preserve your peace, but you also teach others that words can be ignored. The value of who you are does not depend on the opinions of others. Remember, true freedom lies in acting without needing external validation. Your truth, your principles, and your choices are what truly matter. Don't let other people's judgments define your peace. 5. Master your mind. The mind is a fertile ground, but like any garden, it needs care to flourish in the best way. When you learn to control your thoughts, it becomes easier to achieve inner peace. The key is realizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the one who chooses what to let go and what to eliminate. Often, what generates anxiety and suffering are thoughts that aren't even true, yet they insist on occupying our minds. Practice observation. When you notice a negative thought, take a pause and choose to replace it with something more positive or constructive. One simple way to practice mental control is through meditation. You don't have to become a monk to feel the benefits. Just reserve a few minutes each day to connect with your breath. If you've never tried it, start with 5 minutes a day. Over time, you'll notice that as you master your mind, worries, fears, and anxieties start to lose their strength. When you learn to cultivate thoughts that promote peace, your life also becomes calmer. Remember, the mind is like a garden. It can be the source of chaos or calm, depending on how you care for it. 6. Find strength in simplicity. Life doesn't need to be complicated to be fulfilling. Often, we get lost in the pursuit of more. More things, more status, more validation, and forget the power of simplicity. The more you cling to the essentials, the clearer the path becomes. Find strength in the simplicity of small things. A cup of coffee in the morning, a walk outdoors, a quiet conversation with a friend. When you remove the excess, you free up space for true peace and clarity. Life is not about accumulating, but about living genuinely and lightly. In practice, you can start simplifying your routine. Try focusing on fewer tasks, but with greater quality. Instead of overloading yourself with commitments and elaborate goals, choose one or two that truly matter. Letting go of what doesn't add value to your well-being brings a tremendous sense of freedom. You realize that by focusing on the simple things, what really makes a difference is what is around you and inside you, not what's in store windows or on social media. Let go of what weighs you down and watch how life becomes lighter. 7. Practice non-attachment. Attachment is one of the primary sources of human suffering. When you become too attached to things, people, or outcomes, you create a false sense of security that actually generates fear and anxiety. True freedom comes from non-attachment, from understanding that nothing is permanent and that happiness is not tied to what we own. By practicing non-attachment, you become lighter, freer, and life flows much more easily. Non-attachment doesn't mean not caring. It means understanding that everything can change at any moment, and that this doesn't diminish your worth or your inner peace. Applying this in everyday life, you can start by letting go of expectations. When you expect too much from something or someone, you may end up disappointed. For example, if you're hoping for a promotion at work, don't tie all your happiness to that expectation. Invest in your personal and professional growth, but without obsessing over the result. When you detach from the outcome, the process becomes lighter and more enjoyable, and success naturally follows without pressure. True freedom lies in not depending on anything or anyone to be happy. 8. Compassion is your superpower. Compassion is not just a noble virtue. It's a true superpower that transforms both your life and the lives of those around you. Often, we think of compassion as something nice or even weak, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful attitudes we can cultivate. Compassion allows us to understand others without judgment and to act in a way that alleviates suffering, whether through words or actions. When you put yourself in someone else's shoes, you create a bridge of true connection that goes far beyond words. True strength lies in being able to extend a hand, even when the temptation is to turn away. Apply this in your daily life. If someone treats you badly or is rude to you, instead of reacting in kind, practice compassion. Think that this person might be going through difficult times, and often their aggression comes from inner pain. Showing empathy doesn't mean condoning bad behavior, but responding in a way that doesn't fuel the conflict further. Compassion can be the turning point, both for the other person and for you. Every small act of kindness generates a positive wave, and over time, you'll realize that this practice brings far more peace and satisfaction than any personal victory. 9. Trust in the power of silence. Silence is a powerful tool that we often underestimate. We live in a noisy world, full of distractions where the need to be heard or to express opinions seems more urgent than ever. However, it is in silence that we find true wisdom. When you silence your mind and the environment around you, you can hear your intuition, your deepest feelings. Moments of introspection are not an escape from reality, but a meeting with your essence. Silence brings clarity, and often it is in silence that the best answers appear. Start incorporating silence into your routine. It could be through meditation, but it could also simply be setting aside time to be in silence with your own thoughts without hurry or concern. Try spending 10 minutes of your day without speaking, without electronic devices, just being present with yourself. This simple exercise will help you reconnect with your essence and find solutions to problems you might not have even realized you had. Silence, far from being empty, is the fertile ground where the best ideas and decisions grow. 10. Embrace the flow of life. Life is like a river. No matter how hard you try to fight the current, the water will always flow forward. Accepting this is one of the greatest secrets to living in peace. Often we try to control every aspect of our lives, but what truly brings us freedom is understanding that not everything is within our control. The highs and lows are part of the process. Instead of fighting against adversity, accept it as part of the natural flow of life. By doing so, you will be able to navigate difficulties more lightly without losing your balance. Embrace the flow of life in your daily routine. When things don't go as expected, instead of becoming frustrated, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. For example, if you lose a job or go through a breakup, instead of clinging to what you lost, try to understand what this experience can teach you. Like a river that flows around rocks, you can continue your journey, adjusting to new situations without losing sight of your purpose. Acceptance of what comes naturally brings the freedom to flow with life, instead of fighting against it. Now that you know the Buddhist teachings that can transform the way you see the world, the question is, are you ready to apply this knowledge? All of these principles, from detachment to the power of silence, from compassion to clarity of purpose, are powerful tools, but only if you put them into practice in your daily life. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity or the right moment. The best time to start is now. How can you apply compassion in your work today? How can you find more peace by not reacting to the chaos around you? Don't underestimate the impact of these changes. They can be the turning point you've been waiting for. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. If you want to keep learning more about how to enhance your life and master your emotions, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. There's always more to discover here. Peace, clarity, and resilience are within your reach. The next step depends on you, so what are you waiting for? Let's go together.